Hi everyone! Welcome to the second quiz that we have done this term. It is a Friday, the weekend is in sight, and let's round up our week with a lovely quiz to show Miss Evans and I just how amazing you all are and all of your fantastic knowledge that you have picked up this week. So, you need something red, orange and green. And let's get on with our quiz. Okay, first question for you, my little lovelies. What would you most likely see on your winter walk? Would it be what's seen on the red, the orange, or the green? Let's see if you're right. It would be the green. There is some frost, which you might have ticked off on your winter checklist. And there is also holly shown, which is also on your winter checklist, wasn't it? And sometimes people put holly on their wreaths at Christmas as well. And this plant is just known more for being apparent in wintertime. Whereas here we've got a sunflower, which would be seen in more summertime. And then we've got some nice crunchy, beautiful coloured leaves on the floor, which would be in autumn. Brilliant, so that one was green. Okay, this time, which of these is the biggest number? Is it what is shown on red, orange, or green? Let's find out. It was red because we can see we've got 110 and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. So this number is 14. Whereas here we've got 12 and 11. So we know that 14 is the biggest number. You've got to count on past 11, past 12 to get to 14, haven't you? Okay. This one says, what is one more than this number? So the number that you can see on the screen shown in Numicon, what is one more than that number? Let's see if you're right. 16, because I've got a 10 here, my 10 Numicon frame. And then here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this whole number is 15. One more than 15 is 16. So that answer was orange. Let's see the next one. So, question for you. Is this the correct order from smallest to largest? Have a little look how I've laid out the Numicon pieces. Does it look like they are from smallest to largest? Are you ready to find out? Let's have a little look. No, they're not, because you can see from the ones, they've all got the same amount of 10s. They've got 1 10 each. But here I have 5 ones, so this is 15. But here I've got 13 because I've only got 3. So 13 should be at the start, shouldn't it? As 13 is smaller than 15 and smaller than 18. So it should have gone 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you did a really lovely video with Miss Evans about thinking of timelines, and I saw some amazing pictures of all of your timelines that you've created yourself. So on Miss Evans' timeline, which picture would come first? Would it be Miss Evans starting school, Miss Evans' mummy being born, or Miss Evans' nanny being born? Which of these events would have come first? So would be at the start of the timeline. Shall we have a peek? It would be her nanny being born, as her nanny is the oldest out of the 3 events that happened. So Miss Evans would have started school after she was born, and she couldn't have been born yet without her mummy being born, and her mummy couldn't be born yet without her nanny being born. So her nanny being born would be at the very start of her timeline, and then the events would follow after. So we also had a go at making biscuits, and I absolutely loved seeing all of your biscuits that you made, and I loved making mine purely because I got to eat most of them. But what did you need to make your biscuits? Did you need butter, strawberries, or potatoes? What do we think? Fantastic, let's have a look. Butter! We wouldn't want to put potatoes in our biscuits, would we? You could have put strawberry bits in, that might have been nice, but in our recipe we did butter. Okay, so in English you've been thinking about Traction Man this week, haven't you? And you've also been focusing on your full stops, capital letters and finger spaces. So I have written a sentence here, but I think I've made a marvellous mistake. Can anybody spot the marvellous mistake that I have made? Let's see if you're right. I forgot my capital letter, didn't I? This I here should be a capital I. There we go. Moving on then, my lovelies. You also thought about emotion words. So, which picture does this emotion word represent? So the word is miserable. Which of these pictures is showing somebody who is miserable? Let's see if you're right. Yes, it would be this little boy who is crying. He is sad, which is another word, isn't it? Which means the same as miserable. Whereas over here we've got Mr. Happy looking happy and this little girl who looks a bit scared. So the picture that shows this word is this little boy here who looks a little bit upset. Okay, a little phonics one for you all then. Which of these sounds makes the same sound as E, like in cheese? Is it this trigraph, this digraph, or this digraph? I won't say them as that will give it away. So you've got to have a little think and then we'll find out if you're right. Are you ready? It would be orange, E, like in k, E, key. This is I, like n, ite, and this would be O, like in toe. So the digraph that sounds the same as E, like in ch, ease, is E here, key. Okay, and final question for you, my lovely ones, I wonder how you've done so far, is which of these pictures is of this word? Is it this picture, or this picture? Shall we find out? It is of the bike, as we have a split digraph. Bike. Okay, I wonder how you all have done. I think you'll have done amazing from all of the work I've seen this week. It looks like you've picked up everything we've done really, really well. As always, Miss Evans and I are so proud of each and every one of you. You have blown our socks off and you've just made us the proudest teachers. So thank you so much for all your hard work and to your amazing grown-ups too. I hope you've enjoyed the quiz and have the best weekend. Bye everyone.